Hi, I'm Johnny Draws and I draw Pokemon art. And this week, Pokemon announced Legends ZA. But more importantly, they announced the return of Mega Pokemon. And I think the one Pokemon that everyone wants a Mega form of is Flygon. So many other Hoenn Pokemon got a Mega form, but not poor Flygon. And apparently, according to Ken Sugimori, the OG art director, he wanted to give Flygon a Mega, but he had artist block. So let's solve that problem for him. I came up with two initial concepts. The first concept, I wanted to lean towards the bug-like elements of Trapinch and Vibrava. Apparently, they're based off of antlions, and also kind of like mayflies and sand dragons and dragonflies. Whenever I draw, I always start off with a messy sketch. All I'm focusing on is the pose, proportions of the head to body, and I'm looking to see if the designs I'm trying to implement have enough space to be the center of focus. For this drawing, I'm focusing on the extra set of legs that already screams out the insect design. And I'm trying to capture that mantis, mayfly type of pose. Alright, this is my initial concept of Mega Flygon. However, I wasn't quite satisfied with this one. I feel like it strays too much from Flygon's original design, and to be honest, I find it kinda gross. Like, I should swat it with the back of my sandal. So, let's scrap this one. For my second concept, I looked at Flygon's eye goggles, and I thought it kind of looked like a pilot's goggle. So I wanted to push that idea into a jet pilot. I started making a helmet-inspired head, extending its red eye shield into a face visor, almost like a motorcycle helmet, and I kind of liked it. Again, we start off with a rough sketch, and this time the area of focus was definitely the head and the face visors, and I wanted to make these sleek, almost metallic-looking wings. For this concept, I was inspired by Star Wars and the X-Wings, giving Flygon 4 wings. I was pushing the concept of fly in Flygon, and maybe this one flies at supersonic speed. Alright, this is the second concept of Mega Flygon. But the more I look at it, I feel like it reminds me too much of Jet Dragon from Pow World. And maybe it's a bit too futuristic looking, maybe that strays too much for Flygon. So I needed a third concept. I was going through Google, searching up what other artists have done for Mega Flygon, and there's so much amazing art already out there. I felt like a lot of them have leaned into the bug design or making it more into a prehistoric dragon, and giving it extra features like horns and wings, and these drawings were all so good, but just like Sugimori, I was getting a bit of artist block. Then I thought real hard about Mega Evolutions, and it dawned on me that a lot of these Mega designs are kinda silly. Like, look at Mega Ampharos. They just gave it hair, and Mega Gyarados is basically a giant shrimp, Sceptile fires a Christmas tree, and Slowbro just goes inside his shell. So for my third concept, I wanted to get a little bit weirder. I wanted to incorporate Trapinch's design too, and I thought maybe when Trapinch evolves into Vibrava, it leaves behind the shell. And then I thought in the lore, Flygon can summon sandstorms with its wings, and that means it would want sand with it all the time, right? And maybe it could use Trapinch's leftover shell like a sand jar. I know this sounds all weird and stuff, but let's give it a try. Like always, I start off with a rough sketch, trying to get the pose and proportions correct. And the focus of this one is the Trapinch shell that it's gonna be able to hold on to. I'm drawing reference to Gaara from Naruto and how he carries sand around. And we also already have Hippowdon as an example of that too. Also, for its legs, I covered it in a Vibrava shell as a neat Easter egg. And I also decided to give it like a mouth covering mask made out of silk or something, because if it has eye shields to protect itself from sand, I thought it would be cool to add like a mouth covering as well. Alright, this is my unorthodox concept design for Mega Flygon. I definitely like this one better because it just feels more original. This is a ground dragon type, and let's give it the ability Sandbringer. Flygon brings its own sand and boosts the power of all sand-based moves. It also learns a new move called Sand Tornado, which is a 90 base ground type special attack that also starts up a sandstorm. Now, time for the artist showcase of the week. This art is by Acung, and this is Garuda, a fire and fighting type Pokemon. This design was inspired by Garuda, a Hindu deity who is said to be the king of birds. If you want to submit your own art, the link to the Discord server is in the description below. That being said, thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.